Hey everyone, I am going to be sharing with you why I love Usborne Books and More so much. I was laying down and I was thinking about how much my job means to me, and I got really inspired, and I knew that I just had to go grab a camera and video this. So I'm going to be sharing with you kind of my story and my family's story. So please watch the whole thing. And so yeah, here I go. Actually found out about Usborne Books when I went to a birth and baby expo, and Usborne Books had a table there. And I talked to this lady named Tiffany, and she and I booked a party. So the next month is when I had my party. I loved it. It was really fun. Everybody had a good time and ordered books. And at the end of it, she's like, "Hey, why don't you become a consultant?" And I was a little iffy about that. I didn't really know what I thought about being a consultant. And so she explained to me a little bit about how, there are no minimums. You can join and use the discount. So I decided to just join. And it wasn't until I received the books that I got from my party that I really started falling in love with Usborne. The reason why is because they have really, really impacted my children. And so I'm going to share a little bit about that. And so I'm going to start with Ren. Ren is now 18 months. But when she was 1, she was diagnosed with cerebral palsy. And she couldn't use the left side of her body because she didn't know it was there. So we have been working really hard with physical therapy and occupational therapy. So the first book that I got her was the That's Not My series, and this series is pretty wonderful. The reason why is because on each page it has a texture. So what I would do is I would take Ren's hand and she would feel it, and then she could feel that sensory in her hands. So and then got the so basically every book, there are like 30 or 40 of these. Every book has some sort of texture. So when Ren reads this, she knows that as soon as she flips the page, there's another new thing that she can feel. So this was really wonderful. The other thing is this slide and see. And this is great because you can put your finger in this hole like this, and and the monkey goes back and forth. This happens a lot throughout the whole thing, but I can see her now putting her finger in here and moving it. And this happened like a month ago, so this is really exciting. So here's another book. This book too is great for her because you get to lift the flaps. So like this. I remember the day that I was reading with her, and I was holding her right hand, so she would use her left hand, and she was turning pages and she was opening the flaps, and I literally started crying. I was just so happy. So that's how Usborne has impacted Ren's life. So now I'm going to talk about my stepkids quickly, and so I'll start with Lucy. Lucy is 6 years old now, and funny thing is I went to find her favorite books, and it took forever. I had to look under her bed. She has this secret stash of books, and so this is how much they love those books. They actually hide them so that they can read them. So this is a new one that she's reading, Billy B. It's great to help her start reading because there are about 50 words on a page, and so this is giving her a lot of confidence about her ability to read, and all of these books have real life experiences in them, so she thinks this is really great. The next thing she loves is this fingerprint activities. As you can see, it's very worn out, but still works. So she's decorating all of these things, and this was one of the ones that was hiding under the bed. Okay, another one that this is the last one I'll talk about with her, the You Choose book. And the great thing about this, and we have read this so many times, it's basically so it says, what kind of home would you choose? And it's got all of these homes. And the whole book is like this. And the great thing is that we do this a lot with her, and there's a different conversation every single time we do it. And it takes like an hour to go through this book because we're laughing and she's saying these awesome things, and it's just really fun. And so that's how this has impacted Lucy. Okay, so Oliver's 8 years old right now, and if you know him, he is hilarious. He loves being outside, he loves making friends, and that was just kind of like how we knew Oliver. And then I brought home this book, actually, The Secrets of the Seashore, and the cool thing about this book is that it's a nonfiction book, and you basically put your flashlight underneath this page, and it illuminates something in the background. And what it illuminates is the answer to these questions up top. And Oliver knew every single answer. Even the ones I was like, oh, I know this. I didn't know it. He knew it. So he surprised me so much. And this book was great. I mean, he just reads us a lot. And so lately, he has fallen in love with ancient history. And so I got him like this look inside mummies and pyramids. Again, it's like this lift the flat thing. And anything ancient history related, he really, really loves. So I got him this, and I got him like ancient Egypt. And when I got him these, he literally slept in bed with them. He cuddled with his books every night for a long time. So he knows a lot about ancient history now, and it's really fun to listen to what he knows. So, and a couple last things. I got him this 200 paper planes to fold and fly, and there's so many with instructions. So a lot of the times we'll make a few in the morning, and he gets to fly it around before we take him to school. So this is really wonderful as well. This is his new love, this Wheel Nuts. It's got comics in it. He can't read this by himself yet, but we read this to him every night. And this is a series. He loves it. So I guess with Oliver, what I'll say is that, I didn't really know that he had all of these interests because, he's such a funny guy. He just goes outside, and I didn't know, he never really talks about like his studies or like what he's into besides that. So these books really, really brought them out as far as, being able to talk about, what he's into. And for a while, and it actually still happens, they'll come home and instead of turning on the TV, they just go straight to the books and then they start reading. So Alyssa will be the last one that I talk about. I actually got Lucy this book, The Enchanted Stories, and it's a gorgeous book. I got it for Lucy because she loves princesses and things like that. So I got this for her, and she loved it. But Alyssa, who isn't really into princesses, she came and read this thing pretty much every single night for 5 days. She would just read this whole thing, this whole picture book, and with words, obviously. So that was really cool. I had no idea, and she read it, and she loved it. Every night, she has a hard time sleeping, and so every night she'll come out and grab books from our bookshelf, and she'll go in her room. After she's done, she'll go back and she'll grab another book, and then she'll read it. So last night, or 2 nights ago rather, she read this entire book about spying, which she really liked. And she really enjoys this EJ-12, which is about this girl named Emma Jacks, and she is this like math whiz, and she solves mysteries and solves problems, and this is really great for girls like this because she's really brave and she really can do anything, and so that's a really good message. I took her to one of my home shows because I thought she would be really good, helping me out. Instead, she picked up this book and she read it, and that's all she did. She just sat down and she just read this book. She loved it. This is a lot like Amelia Bedelia, super funny. And then the last book is this What If Monster, and If I had to pick a favorite book, I would probably say this is the one. And the reason why is because she struggles with anxiety, as I do too. And this book is about overcoming anxiety. And she reads this a lot. It's a really, it's a simple story. I mean, she can read crazy chapter books. But this book has really helped her with her anxiety. We have a plush stuffed animal, and we have stickers, and we always talk about the what if monster. Like, you know, what if you fall down in front of a crowd, or um, what if people laugh at you, and then it's like, well, hey, what if they don't? What if you do make friends? This is a wonderful message, and I love this book. So that's kind of uh, our story. I am still shocked every day with the knowledge that these kids are learning because of these books. And I think that, um, I really hope that you decide to book a show because, you get free books for one thing, but these books are changing our kids' lives. And I am so grateful to be working for this company and being a part of this. So, yeah, that's it. Thanks for watching.